5.
I'm ready. If you ask me, I'm ready. What's up, you guys, and welcome back to another video by your ultimate fave. Now, if you are new here today, you know exactly what to do, guys. You must comment, you must like, you must subscribe, you must join my family, you must do whatever it takes, because we are on our way to 200,000 subscribers. Yes, it took 8 long years to get here, but you know what, girl? Man, I'm just happy to be here. It's only my 3rd day here. But anyway, guys, you guys know what to do. If you're new here today, make sure to click that subscribe button. And for all my returning subscribers, welcome to another video by your ultimate fave. Oh my god, guys. I'm literally filming this video at 22:11 p.m. and when I tell you I'm salivating, you will not believe me. Now, I had one meal yesterday for Mother's Day. I don't know why. I was just going through my own things and I woke up craving braai meat, so I had to go to a Levi's shoot. As guys can see, I'm wearing a cardigan from Levi's, and then after the shoot I decided I wanted braai meat, pap, chakalaka, the works, right? And I've actually never done a mukbang that has braai meat lepapa, unless I'm wrong. Comment down below. Have I? Girl, I don't remember. It's on my 3rd day here. Anyway, I decided to go to PDL because initially I wanted to get my car washed. So I went to PDL to get some braai meat and some pap and chakalaka. So they gave me a couple of things to choose from, but I do know they have this kind of like platter for one. And because it's so late, I really didn't have like the energy to plate it. You know what I mean? Like, give me some grace, guys. Come on. I'm not a girl. And it's not yet woman. So yes, guys, I got some braai meat, some pap, some chakalaka from PDL Lifestyle. If you guys don't know where that is in Soweto, actually right next door to Gonka. And as you guys know, that's my home. Gonka's my home. So obviously, actually, I was on my way to Gonka and then I realized that, oh shit, they don't open on Mondays anymore. And then this just happened. You understand? So I've had meat from PDL before. The food is really good. So make sure to check them out if you're there. And because I'm hungry, did you see how I rushed into it? I didn't even tell you guys what this video is about. I just want to start eating. And I did heat this up and it looks as good as it would if I would get it for the first time. You know what I hate about doing mukbangs is that I normally fall asleep to mukbangs because that's how I sleep as of late. And I just wake up craving all the things that I saw the night before. And now the thing is, there was a tweet floating around of this lady who was doing like a braai at her place, and she was showing us the process of getting the groceries and then making the pap, and then all the X-Force were coming in on some, oh, is that how you guys make pap? You guys are eating braai and porridge. Like, guys, roholaning. But anyway, then I ultimately decided that that's what I wanted for my mukbang because I've never done it before. So here's the first bite. Yep. The vibes. Oh my god, and they actually made it perfect. You know, sometimes they tend to overcook the meat. Like, I want my meat half alive. Anyway, guys, we are back with probably one of the most highly requested videos since maybe Young, Famous and African. I don't think I've had this many requests for a TV recap like the Ultimatum South Africa. And now if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, you guys need to get the Netflix app and know this is not paid promo. I swear to God. It is not paid promo. There is this show that is called The Ultimatum on Netflix, but now they've done a spin-off in South Africa where it's called The Ultimatum South Africa. And for anybody who has no idea what that's about, it's when couples who are basically on the verge of trying to decide if they want to get married, they go onto the show, they kind of get a trial idea of what life is like without their partner, and then they get the idea of life with their partner, and they ultimately choose whether they're going to marry their partner, marry the trial marriage, or walk away as a single person. Now, normally when you guys get to that stage in your relationship, you've had a stagnancy where couples feel like, oh, he doesn't want to marry me, he's not ready for marriage, he's not financially ready, womp, 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 this, that, and the third. right? But essentially it boils down to the altar. No, this is not Love is Blind and Netflix. When you guys aren't doing amazing crime series, you guys are giving us reality trash TV gold. Oh man. Oh, you know what? I thought America was the pinnacle of trash TV, but I think South Africa is coming in throwing hands, okay? If it's not the Real Housewives of Durban on Showmax, we have now got the Ultimatum South Africa on Netflix. And all I'm saying is, yes, I am not a tenant anymore on my ex's profiles. I am paying for all my subscriptions. It is not a happy feeling for me. I am not too impressed with this, but you know what? We gotta do what we gotta do. So, I'm seeing everybody tweeting about the show, and normally I'm very particular when it comes to the kind of reality TV that I watch. I lean more towards housewives, very female-based reality trash TV. But I have a very difficult time with the whole Love is Blind, with the whole Ultimatum, because I'm single, it hurts, I'm feeling inclined to throw in my CV and audition. So South Africa decided to do the most brilliant thing in the history of doing brilliant things and get the spin-off of Ultimatum South Africa. And when I tell you that that show, excuse me, I have never been more proud. South Africa's been doing amazing things lately. If it's not Emma, Uncle Waffles, Tyler at the Met, now it's Ultimatum SA. Who do you guys think you are? I'm gonna tell you who you think you are. That bitch, because you know what you are? You are that bitch. Exactly. So the show has come out and there are 6 couples, and because you guys know with every TV recap I kind of do a character breakdown, but the brilliant thing about Netflix is that all 8 episodes are out, so you get to watch from the beginning to the end. It's not a situation of assessing the first 2 episodes. So I am really hoping with this recap we are all on the same page, subbies. I'm begging you. I'm begging you, because you guys are ruining it. You're ruining the fun for the next month. Anyway, the circle of life. Kidding. Okay, I'm done, I'm focusing. Okay, well, hold on. Okay, I'm done. We're doing the recap now. I'm dead serious. Should I take a bite of the wors and the short ribs and then we do it? This is no, this is not short rib. This is ribs. I don't know, man. Ooh. What do you mean by that? Okay, PDL, you got my attention, my undivided, unsolicited, unpaid for attention. There are these 6 couples in the house, and when I tell you guys, my jaw has been dislocated for the past 48 hours. I'm pretty sure you guys agree with me, right? If you haven't watched the show, please go get acquainted before you watch this recap so you can have a full understanding of what we're talking about here. But there are 6 couples who are on the verge of a breakup. And these 6 couples consist of Lebo and Nola, Kanya and Nkateko, Ruth and Isaac, Courtney and Aiden, Sizagele and Lindile, and Tabby and Genesis. Now, off the bat, when I saw these couples, I was like, how much did they pay these people to be on the show? Because you can't tell me that you dated your high school love for 7 years and it took a reality show for you to decide if you want to marry her. Genesis, this is for you. Catch your sub while it's still early. Because you won't be married by the time this video comes out. We know you. We've seen it. 7 years in. What you're saying, that goes sweet to Aiden, but you ain't got a job, so we can explain that one. Oh, God. I'm going in too hard. You're about to hit me for this recap. Yeah. Oh my God. Want to do a quick character breakdown of everybody and just let you know how I feel about the show in its entirety. I think this video is going to be quite long because I'm doing character breakdown / recap, and because all 8 episodes, is it 8 or 10? I think it's between 8 and 10 episodes, but I think it's capped at 8 or 9. But it's not more than 10, I know that for sure. But the whole series is out, which Showmax, catch us up. You could learn a thing or two. First couple we're gonna talk about is definitely Courtney and Aiden. Now, I'm not gonna lie, bruh. When I saw all the couples and I saw Courtney and Aiden, to be really honest, I thought maybe they're a diversity pick. I was like, guys, it can't be all blacks just because we're in South Africa. You know what I mean? But Courtney and Aiden have been dating for about 7 years. Courtney wants marriage, but now the gag is Aiden is unemployed. So I don't know if Courtney thought or waiting, maybe if we get married, he'll get a job. I don't know, but girl, that ain't how it works. Even your dad asked, are you stable? You gotta get stable. I mean, Courtney, even your dad know that marriage ain't no damn walk in the park. This is not getting a dog. This is not button sitting together, my baby. These are serious tasks that require serious rainy day funds, okay? You can't just wake up and decide after 7 years, okay, Aiden, now you must marry me whether you're unemployed or not. I mean, damn. Yep. Baby, caught, babe. All I'm saying is, that was crazy on its own. Not because of the 7 years and because of your expectations, but because of the fact that you still wanted to take Aiden on this experiment without thinking of the long term or after this. Unless Netflix pays you guys a huge chunk of money. So, Courtney and Aiden, the first couple I'm going to talk about, mainly because I'm very indifferent towards them, love them, think they're very cute as a couple, and I appreciate how, you know, even though they may or may have not been a diversity like pick, it was really great to see their love story unfold. Great to see how Aiden really kept true and faithful to Courtney. Great to see how Courtney did the same thing by choosing Genesis and Aiden choosing Lebu. But I don't know, y'all, don't you think you guys, they picked their own weakest links? Because I have a feeling if Aiden picked Tabby, Courtney would have said, and if Courtney picked any other woman, because I'm looking at the whole thing and I'm like, everyone is too comfortable with the selection. I really feel like Aiden was moving towards Tabby, but he didn't want to say it. He didn't want to embed this feeling of doubt, and therefore he went and he chose Lebu. But that's the part where we can then engage in that in the comments, because I know you guys are going to come at me for that. So I feel like what Courtney and Aiden did was they picked each other's safest bets. They picked each other's bets where their intention was not to build a connection with any of the people involved and focus more on themselves or not hurting each other, which I guess, I mean, in any idyllic situation that would make sense. But we're watching and we're basically seeing what you guys are doing, and I don't know, I feel like you guys came there to waste our time. Like, Court, baby, you didn't have to bring him on TV for him to propose, because he still ain't gonna... You guys are still gonna wait another 6 years before he actually plans the engagement party or anything of that nature. Before you guys even have budget, Lidi RSVP cards. What do you want to say? What do you want to save the date? And as you live jive on the timeline, I don't have a job. You must learn. And yes, Courtney, if you're wondering if I said that in Sutu, I said it for a reason. I decoded it for you. Ask Genesis to help you. Anyway, that's Courtney and Aiden. And then the next couple we're going to talk about is... all them other couples is concerning, child. Let's touch on Tabby and Genesis. Now... Papayaka itile. I think I overheated it because I did like heat it up in there for like 2 minutes. Now guys, I'm not gonna lie, I was not sure about Tabby and Genesis, hey? Like, when the show started off, I really liked them. Found myself, what's the word, gravitating towards them, because I like the fact that they are varsity sweethearts. I think every girl, okay, maybe that's a bit presumptuous of me, but I think I, like most women, would have loved to find the love of my life in my varsity years, build a life with him, you know, kind of watch each other grow from the inception. So Their love story is quite cute. I think it's probably the cutest one for me, where they met in varsity and they've really held each other together. So it can show that they met from a pretty young age, watch each other kind of grow from that adolescent, well, maybe 19 is not adolescent, but grow from that kind of, very naive, full of partying years, and still kind of maintain that relationship way into their more mature 20s, early and late. So I liked that. I liked that because that's someone who really knows you, and Tabi has every right to issue this ultimatum because we are gunning for 30, bruh. 7 years, we're gunning for 30. And I need to know that the nigga that I'm rocking with is rocking with me, because you're not gonna take up all of my 20s, my nigga, and tell me you don't want to be with me anymore. Angeke. So zuyibone. Never. When my body's in the best shape of his life, when my party years are at the peak. So when I emela orange, buphelo ba ka nje, bo vele bo fufuretse ekare, like, just like esho ka re ke mlora, and then you want to leave me. It's not going to happen. Because I have a feeling that we all know that men, when they get older, they still are very desirable by women. And with women, it's a lot more difficult to, kind of get into the dating space because we're very emotional creatures, right? It's not like men. But anyway, loved their story. I really like them as a couple. However, Tabi, girl, I'm not sure about you. I mean, when I watched it the first time, I had no qualms with you because Kanye was like my direct focus. She was in the firing line. When I watched all episodes for the first time, I didn't even pick up on the little signals that you were throwing until I watched it the second time. So, you really went under the radar with that one. However, I really did like you off the beginning first episodes, and then I started to notice this really weird energy that you were giving towards Caesar. Excuse me, guys, if I'm chewing my mouth open. Kilapile, I'm like a hungry lion. I really do like them as a couple. I think Tabi is a very genuine spirit. I really like her. I'm drawn towards her. I just felt like throughout the course of the season, she drifted more towards the wrong side of history. Like she befriended Kanye, which is okay because all the other women are developing relationships with each other as individuals. So we can't really fault her for that. But what I do fault her for was me feeling like she was picking up the same kind of energy as Kanye was towards Caesar. But we'll get into that because I think Caesar paired with Lindile, but I just didn't understand where Tabi's gripe came from because Caesar didn't pair with Genesis. Right? But anyway, it is whatever. Maybe she was trying to defend Kanye. I don't know what it was. And the whole gift thing probably set Tabi off. So she was obviously carrying that beef. So I want to give you grace, but I just want to know that we've spotted you, girl. We've spotted you. You're not the nicest hand around. And yeah, your brownie points went by 2 when I watched it for the second time. The next couple I'm going to discuss, who am I missing? Lebu and Nola. Yeah. Thank God these ribs are good. Nola, baby, when I catch you. Now, honestly, I don't know if the show is going to have a reunion, but as per the franchises, they normally do. So let's assume there's going to be a reunion. Lebu, if you see this video, I am genuinely, desperately hoping that you kicked Nola to the curb. And then maybe curb because it's American stance. I hope umukikile net baby. Kangena stratenga mole. Bila khasha khasha. I don't know, dude. Whatever. I genuinely hope umushapile ka kwef and utsuile ko yena, because what Nola did this season was unforgivable, but still Kanye managed to beat him. Just when Nola was at the leaderboard of the shittiest niggas known to man, Kanye said, hold up, that's my throne. I'm gonna be the shittiest nigga known to man. You understand? So Nola and Lebu have been dating for about 1.5 years, if not 2 years. And Lebu obviously took Nola, and Nola wasn't sure if he wanted to get married. And therefore Nola decided to have sex on a TV show, a national TV show. Actually, this is international because Netflix is an American platform. So Nola decided now is the best time to prove my loyalty to the woman that I want to be with, that I'm going to sleep with another woman to try and get to know that other woman, to see that if I really, really love that other woman. You understand? Yabana yona vele mathematics. Yabana EMMLMMS endlulile. EMLMMS endlulile esikolweni. Like, you guys are embarrassing. I don't know la. Unsologo wasuthu mole uhlambalaza kaufela. Maitsawo akai. Maitsawo akai. Nigga kire maitsawo akai. You've demonstrated that you don't have them, so that's fine. So they're the couple that have been together for a year and a half, and I think obviously seeing how Lebu reacted to all of the situation throughout the season, I don't know, man, I kind of like her. She's also in my top 3. I love her Amanga Kuba just how to sing it wrong. Nalwena Nanenkauka, knowing me, how can I come sharp and go to now, obviously, the infamous Nola cheated on Lebu on national TV, and he cheated on her with Ruth, which we'll delve into the character breakdown. I just want to let everybody know who the couples are. The next couple is Ruth and Isaac. Isaac and Ruth are our next couple that caused the drama. And guys, when I tell you that Ruth, you are not, there's top 2 and you can never be 2. You can never be 1 because you are the only one. There is no other competitor that comes to you. You came in and you left no stone unturned. You left breadcrumbs and we all ate because you gave us infinity and beyond. Who do you think you are? Buzz Lightyear? I know the fact you are because you, Miss Mamas, loved every moment of you. I have nothing bad to say about Ruth. Except the part where, obviously, I mean, yeah, you slept with someone on the first night. That was a bit crazy. But, I mean, it's crazy. That crazy is subjective, dude. You broke up with Isaac, so I'm going to defend you. Ruth, get behind me. Get behind me. And then the next couple I'm going to talk about is Sizagele and Lindile. Oh, Sizagele is my number 2, guys. Sizagele is my number 2, guys. I love her so much. I think she is such a sweetheart, such a darling. I mean, that laugh is kind of, you know, after some time, Mara, in your defense, how many people think my laugh is annoying? Don't even take time to think about that, or answer you. A lot. So Sisagala was another one of my favorites. She was definitely at the center, at the heat, in the belly of the drama of the season, taking shots from everywhere, guys. I'm talking about Kanya, I'm talking about Tabi, I'm talking about Lindy there, and I'm even talking about Nkateko. I think Sisagala has definitely taken blows from every angle known to man this season, and I think I just love her very soft-spoken nature. Like, I love that so much about her. Like, yes, there were times I was like, baby, stand up for yourself. But then I was just like, you know what, guys? Not everybody can be a Naledi. Not everybody can be a Ruth. So we need to give people grace and also respect their ability not to act out of or in character when they are under pressure. Like, my chat is, Sizagala came as a soft-spoken lady, and if she was pretending, under those circumstances, she could have easily blown her top, went off, threw her toys out the cart, and then we could have seen that this was all an act. But you can see by the delicacy in how she speaks to everybody that this is just who she is. And it made me love her, draw towards her, want to protect her, want to hug her every episode. Even her confessionals are just so soft-spoken. They're just so sincere, in my opinion. And I don't know, man. I just really felt this loving nature towards her. Like a bigger sister just wanting to defend her from Cruella de Vil. Yeah. So great. And then her partner is Lindile, and they've been together for 6 months, which was quite shocking. I was quite surprised that they were on the show, and surprisingly, it's not Sizagelo who threw the ultimatum. It's Lindile. It's Lindile who threw the ultimatum. And after 6 months of dating, that's definitely a red flag for me. I don't know about you guys. That is a red flag for me. After 6 months, why do you want to marry me? I barely even know you. Like, let's not even touch on the part of why do I want to marry you, because I never suggested it, meaning that I never said that I do. Why do you want to marry me? And now, when I'm looking at Lindile, he's... Goldie just threw me off a bit, but I wasn't too thrown off. I was like... Zazie. No, Lindile's gorgeous. He goes to the gym. He's got a very great bod. However, Magile L. Yo, guys, I'm keeping him a gold. Asna, guys, you know what? We are free. We are no longer kept against our will. We are free. Janong house against a goldie. Why? 2024 gold. But you know what? Can I just say, I really don't mind the star on the front teeth. But I also don't mind the guys who have the star on their front teeth. I know, guys, I'm a hypocrite, I'm a fake, I'm a fraud, I'm a phony, I'm aware, I'm fully aware. And the last couple we're gonna touch on is none other than Kanya and Nkateko. Kanya for wena, ke batla tequila, Don Julio 1942. I'm not gonna lie, Kanya. You made my Saturday very, very entertaining. Like, I was going off, babe. Like, I had a good Saturday. Thanks to you. Okay, if you could see my TL over the past few days, thanks to you, my life has purpose. It's got meaning. I'm eating ribs at 11 p.m. discussing you. Do you realize the impact you've had? The short-lived impact that you've had in my life. Don't get too cocky about it now. I'm about to drag the shit out of you. Alright, guys, so all of these 6 couples, one of the partners has given the other one an ultimatum. They have to then go into a trial marriage for 3 weeks, go into the marriage with the original partner for 3 weeks, and then decide if they are going to marry them at the altar, marry the trial partner, or leave alone. Now, as simple and as basic and as very script driven, this is just paid actors. This was insane. This was the kind of insanity that I honestly signed up for. This is why I believe in South Africa. In South Africa, our land. You understand? Chicken. Now, guys, I don't like fried chicken, hey? And thank God they gave me a drumstick, because I do not like fried chicken. Like, what do you guys get from fried chicken? Besides salmonella, if you don't boil it prior. What do you guys really enjoy from fried chicken? Kind of good though. Now, we all know who the villain of the season was. It was none other than Kanya, guys. Oh! And you know, when I first saw the couples being unveiled on the first episode, I was like, no, man, there's a sneak in here. I've seen Nkateko on TV before. I'm like, okay, this is definitely scripted. The actors are paid. We can expect a show, but not the real thing. And when I tell you that this was better than a script, that this felt so real, that I wanted to smack Kanye through the TV. Kanye, yeah, my bad, girl. Kanye, when I catch you. Kanye, when I get my hands on you. Kanye, itrata zahlangana. Because wow, you were the villain of the season. I'm not even finna lie, like Kanya was just absolutely like off-putting for me, like from the first episode, how she just kind of, you know, looked down on everybody and how she just looked down on the whole situation. I don't really remember much from the pairing situations, but I do know that she got close to Isaac because that's the guy that she picked for her trial marriage. I've watched all the other people kind of connect in the dates, but I don't think anybody really cares about that. So I'm gonna skip past that. There might be people who do more intricate ones, but I'm jumping right from the episode where they pick their partners. And now Kanya is Nkateko's partner and has been wanting Nkateko to marry her, but she has this really condescending, rude, vile... Oh, guys, oh my God, I don't want to drag her the way that I did Zama on The Real Housewives of Durban because I don't want to have another Twitter spliff. Like, I'm just so grown now. I'm not 40, but I'm grown. I'm just gonna say, Kanya, baby, that promise ring. Oh. I'm not gonna lie, that was a good feeling to witness. Seeing Kateko checkmate you like that at the altar should have felt a little bit more sad because I am a girl's girl, but when it came to you, I said he should have did more. I said he should have never even pitched up. He should have wrote you a letter, say, I'm not doing this anymore, had the whole production come so you can stand there by yourself like the loser that you are. And just be confused. I needed him to stand you up. I needed him to checkmate you bad enough. But I love the fact that he dragged it as far as getting your hopes up to just say the words already. This is a promise ring. Like, I promise that one day we'll get engaged. And I promise that one day after that engagement, maybe 3 years from now, I might think about marrying you. Because I ain't marrying you right now, not on TV. He was like, okay, girl, you love me, you got your issues, but I am not marrying you on national TV. And girl, I hope he cut his ass off. Oh, Mati Santo with a ring. Besides, you're a better woman than me. I would have been in the Uber and out of there. I'm a good woman. But Kanya was the real villain of the season. Nkateko, I have a love-hate relationship with him. I feel like Nkateko, you are so drawn and attracted to toxicity that you can't actually tell that this is a bad situation. I mean, you can. You're on the show, but you're not on the show out of your own goodwill. You're on the show because Kanya wanted marriage. And you allowed yourself to come here and expose how horribly you're treated. Which makes me wonder, you're either very, very insane to stay and have all that unveiled and then leave her at the altar, or you're a genius. You were like, checkmate, bitch. Oh, you thought you were gonna hurt me like that? Thought you were gonna drive me out the wall, drive me crazy? Make my mom hate you? I ain't been. I'm gonna show you. I don't know whether to congratulate you or punch you in your upper arm. But that last episode really, really got you some brownie points. It really made me not give up hope on you. Because I think you're very narcissistic, very toxic. I genuinely believe you set Caesar up. And that part for me was so painful, guys. You know what? The past 6 weeks, like kind of transpiring into 8 episodes, will send you up and down, okay? It will send you to the tombstone and back. Caesar and Nkateko, they look like they had a great relationship, and honestly, in my idea, in the grand scheme of things, in an ideal world, I would have loved for them to see where it goes, but I have a feeling that Nkateko was attracted to the kind of beauty that Kanya had, the conventional pretty girl, Instagram looking, does her makeup, has her frontal. That frontal was a sack of shit though. But it's neither here nor there. You understand what I'm saying? I feel like Nkateko was physically attracted to women who look like Kanye, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. It's a preference thing. But the only thing that was shocking me is that you are bearing with such toxic energy and toxic treatment, all for the sake of being associated with someone who looks like that. Now, let's assume that they actually did have a good relationship, because we did see these gems of happy moments between them where they're giggling and laughing and they love each other. So we can't really assume that Kanya is like this all the time, because he knows her better than we ever will. We need to give them that grace. However, I just feel like, Nkateko, there are so many cons to pros that you had a whole Caesar in the house. I would have expected you to leave alone. But then if you had left alone, it would have been the script that I thought it was. So maybe it's a good thing that you didn't. However, you staying and wanting to stick it out like that, it just makes us question where your moral compass is. Where exactly in the spectrum of moral compass are you about physical appearance over emotional appearance? Emotional appearance, girl. over kind of like the emotional characteristics? Do you prefer the physical characteristics? So you dealing with all of that and still acknowledging that Kanya is this horrible person on TV really makes us believe or think that you're either insane for staying with someone who treats you like that, or for the sake of beauty, or that you really are as vain as we think you are. Because it is a very vain act to stay with someone who treats you like less of a man, to admit on camera, to be with another woman and admit that you miss and love and care for the feelings that you felt with that woman, and still want to choose the previous woman. I don't know. Maybe it's me. Am I the drama? I'm never the drama. I'm always a drama. I'm the most boring person I know. So yeah, Nkateko, it does really make us believe that you are very vain in that sense, and that you have become very used to the toxicity that you're in, that it's almost attractive and it almost turns you on, and it's almost something that you get a high off of. It's a euphoria to you to see someone go vain and crazy over you, which is also a narcissistic trait because you're an asshole. Yeah, I've been dying to say it. I'm such a bad person. You either a vain narcissistic asshole, or there's no other. There's no latter, it's just the former. The fact that you put Caesar through all of that, and I think the only thing that's really concerning me is how you laid Caesar there in the lion's den, knowing how Kanya is, and then still trying to shift blame and say, but you wanted answers. No, that's not fair. That is not fair. If you know her so-called better than Caesar would, then you should have never let Caesar there. You should have said, you know what, Caesar, I would love to take you there so she can answer you, but I can assure you right now, with your character traits and her character traits, it's not going to play out well for you. Like, Kanya is going uzofoka unye. That's what a typical guy would do. A typical guy who knows that his girlfriend is crazy would not send his trial wife to go and have a conversation with someone that he knows is most likely to blow up like that. So yeah, you're actually really fucked up. I don't like you, but I do like that little move you made with the promise ring. That was crazy. I love that. Okay, Ruth and Isaac, Nola and Lebu. Netflix, 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10. Nola umpia. Nola babe. Nola Matzol. And the nerve to even sleep with Ruth and still tell Isaac that he can't sleep with Lebu. But also, Isaac, you got what you deserved. It's what he deserves. In the couples pairing, Ruth decided to pick Nola. And I remember in one of her diary sessions, she mentioned something about picking Nola to get under Isaac's skin because she knew that Isaac would feel threatened by it, as opposed to her initially wanting to pick, I don't remember who, but she wanted to pick, she was also considering somebody else. I don't know if it was I think it was Lindy. So she up and picked Nola, which was a shock to me because I thought she was going to pick Lindy. Sharp. Picks Nola. Isaac is already, she's tetemaring right now. And then Lebu initially picks Isaac and says, you know what, I like to get to know Isaac. And now I'm expecting Isaac to go, okay, you know what, Lebu, that's great, because initially all the other couples, whoever the woman picked, the guy picked them back, so that was cool. Isaac was like, actually, nah, I want Kanya. Aulaya Kanya. Aulaya. Sikwabona msadi olaya munna. That's exactly what I signed up for. For the mere fact that Isaac, for you, initially it was a physical thing, and now, okay guys, fair. You guys are gonna say, yeah, but love doesn't just consist of emotional. Womp womp, heard that. But Isaac picked Kanya for her physical attributes, which was A-okay, and they did get along though. They did have some sort of chemistry. I can't lie about that. They did have some sort of chemistry. I'll give them that. However, I was really hurt to see Lebu take a gamble on Isaac and for Isaac to pick Kanya, but we can't judge him there. He must have felt a stronger attraction to Kanya. But in my head, I'm just like, but how? Your conversations were as blank as a sheet of paper. Was it that deep? What do you do for a living? I'm an entrepreneur. What do you do for a living? I'm an entrepreneur. Like, but what do you do in the entrepreneurship? Like, babe, if a man asks me what I do for a living, okay, so I'm a TV presenter, digital content creator, and I have a YouTube channel that's been running for 8 years, surprisingly to my knowledge today, and I also have a master's in business administration. Guys, me, I'll tell you my whole CV. I'm 2 seconds away from telling you my ID number. As an entrepreneur, it's one of the most, it's one of the things that gives you pride when people ask you what you do for a living, especially if it's something you put your heart and your soul into, and especially if it's something you get accolades for. So I can say, interior designer, the balloon property, that it's why unless you interior designer, you do the cousins are here. Cause I went through your Instagram, Kanya. I ain't see one shit. Nothing. I'm gonna go on there now in the bio. No Instagram page of an interior design page that you have, that you're running, where you're promoting yourself. So are you really interior designing, or are you designing the interior of the imaginary entrepreneurship job that you have? I'm so pissed off with you, Kanya. I'm sick. Okay, let's go on Kanya's page and check if she as an entrepreneur. So now my friend sent me this link to basically alert me that right after we finish the season that Kanya's actually pregnant, right? She's actually pregnant with a child, and she released these pictures on the 10th of December 2023. We are currently in May, and that is obviously when the show premiered. So now we're not entirely sure if how long ago the show was shot, if Kanya got pregnant right after the show was shot. We don't know the timelines. That's the thing. But anyway, she's got Kanya_NQ and no bio, no anything about interior designing, just her, and her. Nothing about interior design, no homes, just umzimba, just bad wigs, the wig that she wore on the show. Wait, she's doing a pink two-piece with the wig that looks like the wig she wore on her show, which was on the 7th of October 2022. When was the shot? Guys, if you look on her Instagram page, the wig she's been wearing and abusing, she's wearing in 2 posts. That's on the 7th and the 12th of October. And then she's never wearing that wig again. Meaning that this must have been shot in 2022. Because she doesn't wear that brown wig again. She doesn't take any other pictures. Everything is still in chronological order. She still posts throughout the year of 2023. And she's just wearing black wigs. Don't call me Nancy Drew. Call me Naledi Drew. So anyway, Kanya, you being pregnant, it's not really surprising to me because I thought that you were performing for us this whole season and scene. However, Kanya, nothing on your bio about interior design, nothing on your bio about entrepreneur, nothing about nothing. And you are the so-called entrepreneur that you say you are, unless your business is closed by now, which would be alarming. Not surprising, just alarming. I definitely believe she made that up as conversation, and I don't even know if she's employed. But I guess after this show, she might be bagging quite a bit of gigs. Because I'm going to give you, baby, you were a villain, but oh, baby, you kept me glued to that TV. Nobody else has done that except for the Real Housewives of Durban. So I'm going to have to give that to you. I'm going to give it to you. You're not ruining it. You're not ruining it. You're doing it. You're doing it for the next man. So I'm going to give you that, Kanya. You kept me so entertained through and through. And that is why I believe you are also reality TV gold. But you are full of shit. And that is why Umama Nkateko didn't hesitate to say how bitter you were on national TV. And Nkateko let his mom say all that bullshit. Dude, even my dad, if he started doing that, I'd be like, no, yes, I know Drake's bad, but you can't say that on national TV. Just say something profound, like all parents would say, like, yeah, you guys didn't have the greatest relationship, but we wish him the best. Well, no, Peasy, he's bitter, he's this, and he's this, and don't forget that he's broke. Like, none of my parents would ever act like that about any of my exes. So the fact that Nkateko's mom did that is so alarming and makes us believe that this is not all an act. And judging by the little release statement that you released, which I'll probably put somewhere here, you are definitely not sorry. We definitely get it, babe. You are true to character. And that's why I respect that. Oh guys, my voice is dying out, so let me finish up this video before I make it too long. And then we've got Nola and Lebu. Nola, guys. I think I mentioned him earlier, right? Him sleeping with Ruth. I'm like, Nola clap. Like I am so surprised Nola actually thought he could fight Isaac. Like I was like, oh. But then again, I know that there's some guys are gonna say, yeah, no, body weight doesn't determine if you know how to fight. I don't care. This is trash TV. This is not tell me how martial arts work. This is not Karate Kid with Arnold Schwarzenegger or whoever was acting there. Like, shut up. Did I ask you for the technicality of whether who could beat up who in the zoo? No. All I'm saying is it was very audacious of Nola to be the hypocrite that he was and still think he could beat Isaac after he slept with Isaac's girl but didn't want Isaac to sleep with his girl. And Isaac, if I were you, I would have went to Lebu's room that night. But Lebu, I mean, I guess good thing for having a moral compass since Isaac didn't choose you. Courtney and Aiden, how nyala o nyala ka cheltif? And in English, what I'm saying is, who exactly is supposed to fund this marriage? Were you hoping because you're unemployed and because when it comes to maybe white traditions, the wife's family also takes out money? Because you got me effed up. You got Courtney effed up. You got Courtney's parents effed up. You got everybody up in here effed up. What the F are you talking about? Why do you not have a job? You live in Muscle Bay. Nigga, you're white. You've been dating Courtney for 7 years. How long have you been out of a job? Huh? I really hope Netflix paid you guys for this gig, because I'ma be damned if you think you're gonna marry my girl caught with no money to your name. They're asking you stability. Yeah, I'm looking for a job. So why now when Courtney is going to work, you're sitting all day by the pool by Peanut. You're sitting there by job seekers. Huh? Mara, you came onto the show because what must happen? No, but it's okay. I guess Courtney dragged you on here. But like, seriously? If I was Aiden, I would have said, I really love you, but I would be ashamed to marry you without even something as a decent job. How exactly are you expecting to take care of Courtney? How are her parents even going to trust you with their daughter, of which they did highlight? But I guess, child, you ever look down? Like, I'm gonna get a job. I've been looking. Guys, yo, Bohua. Hi, lumpulai. And then we've got Tabi and Genesis. Look, I like Genesis, but I think he's a bit of a softie. And I don't know, that couple didn't really move me as much. I did feel like Kanya and Tabi had this whole mean girl energy towards Caesar, and I do think it's rooted in a lot of threats where they feel like she's annoying. They don't have an actual reason to dislike her. Yeah, guys, look, things can be annoying. Caesar, yeah, at some point I also felt like, a woman, man, just wait a damn minute. But I think their disdain for her was not rooted in her being annoying. I think it was more so rooted in them feeling like she's a threat because the guys are warming up to her because she's like a ray of sunshine. I don't know. You guys can debate me in that one. Can debate me on that one. And Ruth. Baby, when I tell you I'm beaming with pride. When you clocked Kanye's tea, when you told her where to get off, when Kanye was trying to come at you all sideways about, oh, you slept with someone, I didn't sleep with someone, but he saw me naked. Babe. Oranges and apples. We're discussing different things here. You can't call me a whore, a SLUT, and sugar honey iced tea. Call me out of my name, derogatory names, if you have been seen naked by somebody else. Look, guys, I know sex is a bit of a stretch, and I've seen a lot of mixed reviews about how people feel like Ruth on the first night, that was kind of brazen of her. But guys, you're going onto this experiment and you're going in a trial marriage, okay? If Ruth felt that physical attraction and she wanted to pursue it, I feel like we are very hypocritical to judge her. You guys talk about one night stands all the time. You met that guy at fucking you sleeping with him that night, Marawena. Today you want to judge Ruth for going to a trial marriage on a show. Angzwanga. Men are like, yeah, but she also slept with them on the first night. Luna every day, halo hlobolela basadi on the first night. Little chitela, linselia lily boys night, and then logobala basadi that you met that night. Who the hell do you guys think you are? Tola! Yar. Shut up. Man, also you, Ruth, the first night, you couldn't wait for the same night. Personally, Ruth, I didn't see any issue with that. I think a lot of people are obviously going to give you flack for that. I'm not going to give you flack for that. I loved it. I think it was definitely what the show needed. I think you are a pinnacle point of the show going as well as it did. We're going to need to give Ruth her coins. Netflix is going to have to run that check. Because if they don't, I won't do it myself though, y'all be safe. But if Showmax steals the concept, then by all means, run Ruth her check. So I think Ruth definitely contributed to the success of the Ultimatum. Her and Kanya are definitely at the forefront of why the show is doing so well. Their characters, the plots, the storylines, I think they definitely had the show on its hind legs. And people have been enjoying it. So, I don't know, y'all. I think I gave a pretty accurate indication. I'm so full. You know when you get so hungry that you can't eat? That's what happened earlier. But anyway, comment down below. Let me know if you think I left out a lot of crucial points. If you do, I will do a secondary video where I maybe answer some of the things I may have left out. Let me know what you think. Other than that, you guys know I got this food PDL lifestyle. I'm actually gonna eat this for breakfast. My drink is finished. My stomach is protruding. My voice is disappearing. So comment down below, let me know what you think of this video. But until then, I will see you guys on the next TV recap of the Ultimatum SA if we do have another one. Bye.